Yo guys, it's your favorite YouTube creator, Boy Williams. Welcome to my YouTube channel called Boltwahala, whereby I'm going to be taking you guys on series of podcast interviews with boat drivers in Abuja, sharing their story, why they started boat driving, their journey so far in boat driving, and what they tend to achieve in the next 5 to 10 years coming with boat driving. And on today's episode, I met with Dami, a former driver of his elder brother, who happens to be a gospel secular artist. So, guys, please subscribe and stay tuned for the interview. So, like, what were you doing before you got into this whole driving? Because, yes, driving can be fun, but what were you doing before?
Okay, I think what happened is I was actually working with my elder brother, which happens to be a secular gospel musician. So I was the one driving him. I think that was really why we were driving him. So I take him everywhere, and sometimes we have a really tight schedule. Like I have to catch up with the program in Akure, Lagos, and maybe Warri.
Okay.
So I was always the one like driving. Though I was part of the band, but I also drive. So most times, even if we have to perform, after a while, I'll just go and have to sleep because the next morning, while they're all sleeping in the car, I'll be the one to drive. So that was the whole driving thing for me. So it was easy to just like, okay, what if I'm driving and I'm making money with it, and that was it.
Okay. So far now, what has been the most surprising part of this boat journey, this driving journey so far?
Ah, the funny part is I can't even pinpoint any particular one because they are so like enormous. Like it surprises every day. You meet different kind of people, the ones that will go with your money. Okay, let me give you this funny gist. There was this lady I picked sometimes, and on our way going, she was going to meet her boyfriend, her supposed
Okay.
boyfriend. So on our way, she even asked me if I had cash, and she wanted to buy something. Unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I didn't have enough cash, so I said I just had 1,000 naira cash, and which she collected and bought something with.
Okay.
And we finally got there.
Mm.
So the guy came. There was this bad route to the as an address.
Yeah.
So we couldn't go further. I was like, this place is bad. So later the boyfriend came in and it's like, okay, sorry, the place is bad. There was another route we would have taken and all that. So at the end of the day, it was like, let him do it by transfer. So it was like the transfer wasn't going, all that and all that. And
Uh,
it was an unfamiliar end and it was already getting dark. So by calculation, I was just like, okay, let me give you my account number. So, and he said, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I did. And
wow.
that was it. After that moment, he blocked me. So the number she used to call me, because he was the one that booked so the number she used to call me to ask if I was there, I searched for the number, I saw it. I even stored the number. I saw her, she's on WhatsApp.
Okay.
I started calling her, and she blocked me too.
Wow.
So it was all their plan. So because I went to that area, there was this lady who does POS.
Okay.
Like I think a few days later, and I'm like, okay, remember I came here to pick somebody
Yeah.
from this front of this house, and like she doesn't stay there. That she just go down to stand.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
so it was all planned. You can use an address of a place. While you get there, they're already waiting for you, and
This is serious.
so it's been like that a whole lot of. And the funny part is that both wouldn't do much about it. Like they wouldn't. They just you give the details. They tell you you provide the details, and they tell you they'll get back to you or they'll investigate it, and that's it.
Wow.
So the driver is always at the receiving end in such cases.
But have you ever been in a case that, in the Nigeria system now, every young boy that is looking fresh is a Yahoo boy, according to our normal police? Sorry to say, depending on your profession, you told me, you understand. But normally in our Nigeria system, they look at a young boy dressing fresh, on dread. Most of the time, the guy is not even on dread. So have you ever carried a passenger like that, looking like that, and police had to just stop you guys on the way and like wasted enough time just at the end of the day to collect some tips?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that happens like a whole lot of times. But there have been times when I just had to identify myself and somehow they left us. And there had been times when I just, play low and we're just there, they were dragging. And I think the reason I had to do that, even sometimes, is that those so-called Yahoo boys, they're also very loud,
Yeah.
You're very loud.
Mm.
You just like, okay, young guys. So even in the car, some of them would ask you if they could smoke, if they could do drugs and all of that. So this there had been times I would just form like, and they would drag themselves after drag. At the end of the day, they will make a transfer and that's it. If I'd have been cases that even before those people, they were like, okay, I'm in a hurry, like, might just bless you and all that. And I've seen the guy, I've carried the guy that did as much as 300k.
Wow.
Yeah, before, like,
Wow.
just so so
Wow.
it's like that. It's both ways. As much as the police are really not supposed to, extort them for whatever reason,
Yeah.
but they also, in fact, they are always ready to even give the money. That's
Wow.
the funny part. Even before the policemen act in some cases.
Wow. This is interesting because I've seen cases that in our Nigeria system, police always wants to harass everyone as far you're a young boy looking fresh and all that. That's the thing. So, but from your experience so far in this boat driving, is it something that a young guy looking to go into the world of entrepreneurship, just starting out, will you advise him to go into this boat driving as well?
Sure, I will. Like, the truth of the matter is that, okay, if I have my way, maybe sometimes also I also think I'll probably at some point resign and go into boat fully. Like,
Wow.
yeah, that's true, because most time people really profile boat drivers like they are drivers and all that. But I can tell you, okay, recently I do an average of 120, between 120 and 150 every week.
Wow.
Yeah, after my expenses. Yeah, some weeks it gets better. So averagely, I could conveniently save between 400, 500 every month. I'm talking about after expenses now. So which job would give you that much money? And there's also a clause there. You have your time. You
Yes, yes,
understand? So that's
yes,
the good
yes.
thing now.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a friend, for instance, who does both fully.
Wow.
He has a target of 25k every day. And sometimes he could call me around, maybe around 2 p.m. I'm like, guy, I want to go swim. Say you can't join. So which means he has actually
Achieved it for the
hit
day.
his
Wow,
target. Yeah.
wow. This
Some
is
days
so.
could be really, really good. Okay. Okay. I think one of my best days, if I was in terms of financially, was like, there was a day I did 82,000 naira after my expenses, like, on a single day. And
Just
funny,
on a
on
single
a single
day.
day after my expenses here in Abuja,
Hey,
I did 82. So, and okay, here's the good part now. Immediately, and I did it before 2 p.m.
before
Yeah,
2 p.m.
before 2 p.m. So I just,
People's salary for the month.
for the month. So if I immediately I go back to town, 'cause I took somebody to the airport actually. So, and immediately I go back, I got a ride from the airport back also. So I just go back and I set my location towards the house. Thank God it was a Saturday, and there were a lot of football matches to watch. So I just
Yeah.
went and chill somewhere. At least I'm good for the day. For the next day, I didn't even go out again. Like, the next day was also a weekend. I was just sleeping also. So that's it. That's how it could. That's how good it could be. So it's a very good thing, especially if you can own your car. You
Yeah, yeah,
understand? Yeah.
yeah.
If it's your car, then believe you me, I'll tell you, you can conveniently, that you don't want to overwork yourself, you can conveniently
Can
be doing
just go for
20,000. You can be doing 20,000 every day
wow.
savings, and that I think is quite huge, as reasonable for a young person.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate. So, what is your dream now? What are you working toward in the next 5 years? Will you want to, like, according to what you said if you have your way, you will go into both full time. Is it like you want to turn into like a business where you, in terms, you get other cars, give it to people to run for you? Are you looking towards that in the next coming years?
Yeah, that has been a very big challenge, giving cars to people from experiences. It's so most times it doesn't turn out well, really. So as much as I love driving generally. So I hope sometime, but definitely not in the next 5 years. I hope sometimes I will have something big, like a proper car hire thing,
Mm.
like I'll have that, but definitely not the boat partnership thing, giving it to people. It doesn't end up well because they just mess up the car. They work like everything and they give you story. Some no, some drivers, I said, they're good drivers that would always take care of your car and give you your return, but some of them would not. So I also do some other things, some other side also aside both. Yeah, I am also a real estate agent. I work with a real estate firm,
Wow.
though it's part time. So
Okay.
I just do the adverts, get client because I do both and I meet people a lot also. So I just talk to them sometimes, and it's been good. Like okay, sometime last year I actually got someone that bought a property and my commission was around 6.4 million.
Are you
Yeah,
serious? Wow.
yeah,
The hustle is real.
sometime last year. So
Wow.
it's I'm like everywhere. And my
Okay.
job is a bit of kind of flexible, so kind of less where at my and the good part is that even if I'm going to the office, most times I get a ride, as in a ride to the office.
Okay.
If I'm going back home,
Mm.
I get a ride back home. Sometimes if I still want to like do one or two before going back, so it's been all good though. So it's not a bad idea really. It's not a bad idea. I've met people like some really really big people like two boats.
Wow. Wow.
You understand? And there are times you just get this, okay, there was this guy I sometimes carry from the airport, and fortunately for him, the hotel where I was going, I know them there.
Okay.
So somehow I helped him I helped him get so excuse me,
Yeah. So.
a discount.
Wow.
So that was where he told me like he will be staying for like 9 days. If I'm less busy, maybe I could just be taking him around. I was like, okay, I'll find a way around it. So, and we did that. We did 9 days, and we're doing 60,000 every day.
Wow.
Yeah, for 9 days. Imagine if I when he left, I was having like over 500, over 600k.
Wow.
Yeah. And for some of those days, we didn't really go anywhere. I just met him, went to the hotel. We are just there. Maybe I just drove him
Chilling.
somewhere
Wow.
to buy food. We ate. I was just showing him around Abuja. I think it
Yeah.
was his first time also,
Okay.
and that was it. So it could be really good. Especially when you are also a responsible person, and
Yeah.
people would always.
Are you not sure with this you have said I will quit YouTube and come and do both?
Yeah, it could. Funny enough, it could work together. Really, it's good because you meet people, you interview people. It's
Yeah.
just like something that would, it's a win-win thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
something that gives you time for every other thing you want to do.
Uh, this is amazing. I really appreciate, sir. Thank you so much
You're
for your
welcome.
time. But one more last thing. I think just 5 minutes back. But one more last thing. Are you going to do you like accept private trips in terms of like maybe not booking on the boat, you can just get your number. If I want to call you for private movement, I have to go to the app or something. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, I think every boat guy does that. Most times, there are people you meet, they book you, and from there, they just probably enjoy the ride, and they just want to get your number again, and would call you for an offline trip. So I do that. It's just that I don't do nines, except if with people I really already know that much. I don't do nines.
Okay.
I'm a married man, so I have my kids, and so my wife wouldn't allow. But for some cases, for people I know very well, if they have some ninth movement, they give me a call and we'll just hold.
Wow. Your name, sir. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
I'll just leave it at Dami. Yeah,
Okay.
Dami, my name is Dami.
So thank you, Mr. Dami. I really do appreciate this. Means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
It's
Thank
a
you so
pleasure, bro.
much. Yeah.